Hey friends, I'm Glenna with Planning with Glenna. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If you are watching, please say hello in the comments, and you will have to give StreamYard permission for me to see your name. If you're watching the replay, I would love it if you put hashtag replay in the comments. Today I'm going to chat with you about planning out your social media content. And I have a few tips for you and then some options for planning those things on paper. I love paper planners, and I have developed some simple systems to help you plan out your social media content. This has been through lots of trial and error and lots of experimenting on my end. So I'm sharing those tips and tricks with you today. So I'm going to start with those who are just maybe on one social media platform, who are just getting started or starting small. There is absolutely nothing wrong with just picking one social media platform and starting there. Sometimes we want to do all the things and we get on all the places and then we get overwhelmed because we can't keep up with it. So I would highly encourage you to pick one channel to start on. Start there, come up with your plan, and feel like you have that under control before you add more. Um, Speaking from experience, it's very easy to get overwhelmed. Also, let's say that you're just starting on Facebook and Instagram. There's absolutely nothing wrong in the beginning with posting the same thing on both places. If you use the Facebook scheduler, you can do that without a problem. And it doesn't have to be different. Hey, Colleen, thanks for joining. It doesn't have to be different on both places when you're first getting started. Another thing, and a lot of people don't like this, and it took me a while to get through it, and that is show your face. When I first started doing lives, I was terrified, literally. I was terrified. I had to force myself to do it. But here's a tip. Create a practice channel. As you can see from my videos, I use StreamYard, which I absolutely love. The link is in the profile on YouTube if you are watching there. I have used it for probably 2 years. I absolutely love it because you can stream to multiple places at the same time. And if technology isn't your strong suit like me, it is super easy to operate. So, I created a practice channel when I first got started, and I would go on there, and I have a friend who would get on there with me and help me as I work through the lighting and the cameras and all of those things. And it also gave me the courage to start doing it because I was only talking to her at the time. So I highly encourage you to I'm sorry, it just says Facebook user, so you'll have to tell me who it is that doesn't go live. Is that you, Colleen? Um, so once you start doing it, it gets easier and easier. I actually love to go live now. I love seeing you guys in the comments and just sharing with you. It's such an easy way to chat about whatever it is that you want to teach, whatever it is that you sell, whatever it is that you're enthusiastic about. So I just want to encourage you, create that practice channel, make it private, and then that way you can practice on there a few times and just go for it because people love to see your face and that helps them get to know you. So the other thing is you have to be patient because whether you're posting on a social media channel or you're going live, because of the algorithms and because you might be new at doing that, you will not pop up in people's feeds and they won't know to look for you. So you have to be patient and consistent because the more you do it consistently, the more you will show up in people's feeds. And it just takes time for people to understand that they like what it is that you talk about. And so you just have to keep going. Even if you have 0 views, 0 comments, 0 likes, just keep being consistent because it helps the algorithm tremendously. Also, if you have a couple friends who love what you do, ask them, hey, can you just like my post or comment on it or whatever, come hang out with me on a live. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that because we all have friends who are cheerleaders and do that for us. So find some cheerleaders and cheer each other on as you take those steps of courage to get out there and post and do your lives. Also, there are some things coming. If you have a business, you know that Facebook groups are changing, and we don't know exactly what's coming. We do know that as of right now, I will not be able to do what I'm doing now and go to StreamYard and put it into my Facebook group. So, as you are coming up with your, yes, Colleen, you are a cheerleader for me too. I appreciate it so much. As you are coming up with your plan or your strategy, keep that in mind that for in a while, you may have to go live on your Facebook group through the Facebook scheduler and not through a streaming service. So technology changes all the time. We just have to go with it and figure out new things as we go. So it will be okay. We will figure this out. The other thing that I wanted to show you is some of the tools that I use for planning out my social media. These are super easy. I am a person who wants my planning to be simple. So these are super simple, and I'm going to share my workspace with you so that you can see what I'm using and you can see the inserts, and I can explain to you some ways that you can use them. So I'm going to switch my camera over to my workspace so that you can see these. And the first one that I want to share with you, this is if you are not a planner person yet. I will qualify that because I have many friends who said, I don't need a planner. And now they realize, oh, yes, I do need a planner. So if you're not ready for a planner, a calendar like this is totally fine to start planning your social media on. I will say that if you are purchasing Tula 12, we have two different sizes. So when you go to the website, you want to make sure that you're getting the one that says large, because to me, this one, which is our regular size, is not big enough to plan out your social media. So you would want the large one. And this I just use as kind of my scratch pad and just to think things through, but this is not where I do my social media planning. If you don't want a planner insert, you could use this, and you could use the same method that I'm about to show you. So I just wanted to share that with you as an option. And let me move this over here. So the first one is our monthly insert, and it just looks like this. So you can put the topic of the week that you're going to use right here over to the side. This is what I like to do when I use this. This is perfect for those of you who are only on one or two channels. If you have more than that, then you're going to want to stay tuned for the second suggestion. But let's say that this week you want to talk about Mother's Day gifts. You would just write Mother's Day here. And actually, I'm going to turn to May because we have Mother's Day right here. So let's say this week is when you want to talk about Mother's Day gifts. I like to write way ahead what my topics are going to be. So you would put Mother's Day gifts here, and then you would figure out the things that you want to post about that week, and you just write them in here. You can have, let's say that you have Facebook and Instagram and you want to post two different things on those two locations, you can just draw a line through the middle, and the top can be Facebook and the bottom can be Instagram, or vice versa. This is only if you have one or two social media platforms. You don't want to use that if you have more than that, because you'll basically have a scribbled mess, which is what mine look like anyway by the time I finish my week. But this is perfect for just one or two channels. So the next thing I want to show you, which is one of my favorite inserts, and this is our social media planner. And it looks like this. It has the days of the week. And then it has spots for all the different social media platforms. We also have a sticker sheet. And I just got a new sticker sheet because if you saw my post in my VIP group, mine is just about empty. So we have sticker sheets with the different icons for the different social media platforms. But let's say that you aren't on Twitter. If I want to use this sticker, I just put it up here. And let's say that this is for my personal page. I just write personal up there so that you're basically creating a little key for using the stickers that are for channels that you don't use. So basically you can use the whole sheet that way. And so I put the sticker at the beginning of each week. And I don't put it on every single day all the way across. But for me, this column is always Facebook. And this is always my VIP group. This is always Instagram, and so on and so forth. And you can do the same thing. You can write your topics over here if you want to, what you're going to talk about that week. I like to use the space down at the bottom for notes. So for example, if you're sending out an email, you can put the topics that you want in your email. When I was prepping for this live, I wrote the topics in mind so that I would remember to tell you all the points that I wanted to talk about. So I love this extra note space. You can use it however you want. I've also seen people use our stencils. We have let's see, where's my stencil? We have a stencil that has little bullet points on it. I don't know if I can get it where you can see that. We've got the little points right here. And so some people will use this down at the bottom and track things down there as well. So this is extremely versatile, but this is one of my favorite inserts for planning on multiple places. So if you have a blog, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you can put all of your content on here. And so those are my two favorite options. So let me switch back. And those have worked extremely well for me as well as for my customers. I do have a much more in-depth training on this that will be coming up. I'm doing a social media content planning workshop that will be in April, and you can sign up for it this month. And it includes 4 inserts, which are all used for the system that I have developed that I will be teaching. It includes 4 videos, one each day for 4 days, that take you through each step of that system. And then we will have a live Q&A on Zoom where I will answer your questions. I mail you a package with the inserts and lots of fun goodies. Everything in there is functional, and it is parts and pieces that you will use for that system. When you finish that workshop, you will have everything you need to plan out your social media content, no matter how your business changes. If you're only on 1 or 2 places right now and you want to grow to more later, you will be set, because you will end that workshop with a system that you can use over and over and over again. And I am super excited about it. I will post the link in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. The link that I will post is a Google form. It has all the details. It tells everything that is included in the workshop. It has the pricing, the dates, and everything. So I would love for you to join me for that. It is definitely, you will be so excited when you get finished, because I promise it's simple. I do not like complicated systems. And it is something that I have developed as I have worked with my customers and helped them. And so I've put it all together in one workshop, and I would love to share that with you. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. And if there is anything I can help you with, I would love to do that. I hope you have an awesome day.